Hey guys, Sarah here with Signals Everywhere. Hope you're having a great day. Today I wanted to talk to you briefly about the P25 project. P25 is a project I've been working on for a little while now, and essentially what it is it's the idea of taking OP25, which can be used to scan P25 radio systems, and implement it in a way that it would be suitable for a portable handheld radio over software-defined radio, or even mobile control head, so that you could use it safely and comfortably within your vehicle. And I wanted to give you a quick demonstration of how far I've come in this project so far with the mobile control head. So let me spin the camera around here and I'll give you a rough idea of what's going on, and then after that we'll dive into the code and I'll give you an idea of what's to come. So for starters, this is absolutely not going to be the finalized control head. I just sat my tablet here just to give you a quick little idea of how this is going to be functioning. So this is my remote control head. Now you can run this on Android, you can run it on Windows. This thing runs on Python, so you can run it anywhere that Python will function. As you can see, what this is actually doing is it's connecting to an OP25 instance, and then it's pulling out all of the relevant information and displaying it on the screen for me. And of course I have buttons like hold, where I can, if I can hit it, there we go, where it will hold a specific talk group, so that way you don't miss any traffic from a given talk group if that's the one you're interested in. You can also skip these talk groups. Now, in theory, in practice, these buttons should be a lot bigger. I've never used this particular display with the software before, so the DPI settings are a little off. That's making the text a lot smaller. But I assure you, especially when running on a standard computer, the display looks pretty darn good. You can change the colors, do a lot of different things along those lines, and all of that's going to work on the Android version as well. So you would still need a Raspberry Pi or some type of computer to run OP25, but your display or your control head can be anything that runs Python. So the idea here was to have a couple of buttons for quick access stuff, and then up here you can see the little three lines. That is our menu button. Now, right now it's just blanking everything out. That's because I have not populated the buttons on that menu yet. But once I have the sizing figured out, so that way these text size scales appropriately, I think this is going to look really nice. And I'm also considering trying to patch QPython 3, which is what I'm using to run this on Android, with Android Auto. If I can do that, then that means I could even run this software through my phone onto the Android Auto head unit that I have built into my vehicle. I've also considered taking something like my old cell phone here and replacing the old APRS GPS with this, and I think that would look nice and more streamlined anyway. Now, the cool idea here is then I could run both APRS Droid on this, and I can also run my control head on this. So it does give me a lot more options and a lot more flexibility here. So I'm really excited about this. I'm really proud of how far I've gotten with it so far. There's so much more you're going to be able to do with this, including things like importing all of this radio reference information automatically. I'm programmatically building all the import stuff for this, so all you'd have to do is press a button, type in your system ID, hit go, and it's going to download and import everything. I'm also going to set this up with GPS tracking, so you can change your control channel and your site based on your GPS location. All of this stuff should be pretty easy to implement. It's just a matter of getting the display and everything up to a point where I'm ready to start on that particular feature. A lot of the code's already done, and it just needs to be integrated together. So I hope you find this interesting. We're going to probably splice some video in between here of the computer side of things. But yeah, I cannot wait to show you what all this is going to be able to do. And I do need to figure out how to import my fonts properly on Android. It didn't want to import my digital font, but we will certainly get that fixed. I hope you guys found that really interesting. Everything is open source. Every part of this project I'm working on is open source, and it's all going to be published as it is created. So you can look in the description below for a link to the source code on GitHub, as well as, of course, to Discord if you want to get involved in the development, or even just suggesting features. I am down for whatever. A lot of cool stuff's going on with this, and I cannot wait. to get this fully functioning in the vehicle. It's going to be really nice. I think it's going to be extremely useful for a lot of people because we won't have to spend $800 on a P25 scanner. We can do it all in SDR, and we can even make it look nice, neat, and concise so you can use it in your vehicle without having to tote around a big computer that realistically just isn't safe to use in your vehicle. And if you've seen my previous car, you know that distracted driving is something I am known for. I used to have multiple computers, 6 or more radios, and more SDRs than I can count in the old car. So I'm trying to tone things back a little bit, make them more streamlined, make it look nice, and I've not seen anything quite like this available anywhere. So I thought the best course of action is to make it open source and just make it available to everyone. Now, the portable version, I would like to actually have physical hardware, portable, handheld, with hardware buttons and stuff like that on it. I've been considering running a Kickstarter campaign. Let me know if you're interested in that idea. Even if I do a Kickstarter, that's to pay for additional help with development. That would be to pay for dedicated hardware. The software is and shall always be open source. I believe that this information is for the public, and I spent a lot of time on this, and I'm going to spend a lot more time on it. And I think there's other people who would enjoy using something like this, and I don't see the sense in keeping it from them. So with that being said, love you all. Great to have you on the channel. And I can't wait to start making more content more frequently. Once again, I finally passed my .NET exam, which means I have a whole lot more free time, and I can finally get back to doing the things that I love. Can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye.